And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, boy! We are back together again.
In the same room.
It's The Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm so happy to be here. We are so excited that I'm not lying to you when I say it's going full-blown white trash BBQ in here.
Yeah.
Soder barefoot. I went down the socks. I'm not going barefoot. You really want to show off those new petties.
I do. I like showing off my new beautiful feet. But you know what it is this is a relaxation Wednesday. We were supposed to have the trial. I was all worked up about it all weekend. And then I realized we're not having the trial of Christine until next Monday.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be next. It's got pushed. But don't worry, justice will be served.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a fat, veiny dose of justice.
Oh.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
I'm your host, Big J. Oakerson. That's your host, Dan Soder. Dan Soder, still loving it. Watched it. Great rewatch value. Buy it. Dan's Special, Not Special. Available for download now on ccdirect.com. That's capital C, direct.com. And the album version is also available for download on iTunes.
What you need to write down right now is that Friday, June 17th, midnight, on Comedy Central, Big J. Oakerson's 1 hour special live at Webster Hall going to be premiering.
Build your next month around it.
Do it. Tell your family and friends to fuck off that night because you got somewhere to be.
I got shits to do.
You got to watch Big J's special live at Webster Hall. I was there, and I'm excited in particular for one joke about pussy hair that made me laugh. I think to the point that I thought I pulled... I hate when people say that, but legitimately, you can ask Che. He was sitting next to me, and I started holding my side like the hypochondriac that I am. I was like, something fell out. So, yeah,
you love a good pube joke.
I do love a good pube joke.
You're a sucker for a good pube joke. I'd like to say, can I make a public plea to Sirius XM, the fucking please? Everyone else... The goddamn golf people have it's like a goddamn Event Horizon spaceship in there.
Yeah, and by the way, who's listening to the Golf Channel besides Five Guys?
Yeah, what's their budget so fucking big to go? Oh, that's the gay dude from the Housewives thing.
Is that why they get that
Andy
studio?
Cohen.
Yeah. Oh, that's Andy Cohen.
Because I've walked in, I've already been smacked in the face by the wall. I touched the microphone. It completely came apart in my hands.
It's like the Money Pit with Tom Hanks.
And the goddamn speakers in the wall, it's like when the first time you tried to play really loud music on your mom's, like, fucking her... Or stand-up. Remember they had the big stereo system?
I was going to say when I turned up the music in her old Corolla.
Yeah, that's it. You just blow them out super quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I lived a lot of life with blown speakers, man.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I'm so dumb that in the beginning of my life when I first heard a blown speaker, I thought that was bass.
Oh, that's what bass was supposed to be?
I thought it was a subwoofer. I was like, oh, okay, this thing's got a little bass.
My teen years were at a time where having a system in your car was like the thing. And this kid, Danny Rosini.
Okay.
First kid, tiny little thing. 5 foot tall, maybe.
Okay.
Little guy. Had a pituitary problem, I'm guessing.
Jay, you'll never be able to understand the music that I can create.
By the way, no shit. And he had the freckles all across the nose
Jay,
and red, short hair.
Do you believe in dreams and wishes, Jay? How about a thumping 220s in the back of my Geo Metro?
He put a bass tube in, and so, decked out a Monte Carlo, and this little tiny guy in this giant boat car. But he used to just crank. That was a good time to like Metallica. Yeah. Mother was the big single by Danzig.
Yeah.
It was so great.
What about what's funny about that, Systems got real big. Yeah, I remember.
I was never a Systems guy. I never had one. The best I ever got, maybe I got the detachable face thing put in a Saturn. But I never added speakers or an amp. But all my friends would, and they would come around. You'd hear them coming a mile away, which they thought was cool, but it's like, exactly. The metal of the car is rattling. It's not a good sound. That comes with age, I think. In age, you want quality of sound. It doesn't have to necessarily be blowing your eardrums out. However, I do love loud music, but it has to be clear.
Well, see, that's the funny thing is I remember smoking weed, and my friend Calvin's, he had a Yukon, and he put like 220s in it. And I remember us smoking weed and me being like, hey, this hurts. I don't like this. My eyes were jiggling because the bass was
make your chest rattle.
And you're like, I'm getting high. I'm already not good at, I'm new to smoking weed, and it's like, and you're like, I don't know if I like this.
You're moving my liver. You're moving my liver.
Yeah, bro. It's not, but it was like, that was just that feeling of like, there's a guy I went to high school with that still does it. He came out to one of my shows.
Oh, yeah?
His name's Jason, and he was like, "Do you want to ride home?" And I was like, "Yeah, man. I haven't seen you in forever. We'll smoke a joint. Take me back to my mom's house." And
They're always still listening to the song from before. He's like, come, baby, come, baby, baby, come, come.
I think it was like Tech 9.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was like Tech 9 or E40. We were like, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be throwback.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just uncomfortable.
Yeah. I had a girl get mad at me for not keeping a straight face one time when she told me she was at a club and got raped, and then she says, so now whenever she hears this song, if I was like, I'm sorry, that story's too funny. Can you please not? I'm like, don't ever tell it to me again if you want me to laugh. I'm sorry for what happened to you. That is a terrible thing, but this is the wrong. Is your rape anthem is hilarious.
What you have to tell her is you have to tell her from now on when you tell that story, change the song.
Change the goddamn song. Oh, I had to. When I used to have the joke about it, I had to change it to Freebird by Leonard Skinner. And
I remember when you did that joke.
It's a very long song, and then I have to make it, and then I have to turn the ultimate punchline into me getting raped. I have to be raped for a crowd to go, oh, he's just joking.
Yeah, but that's you should have told her just to change it like to the Schindler's List theme.
Oh, just anything. Yeah, like the
yeah, shake, come baby, come baby.
Hurry up and finish.
Just do it.
Having bad shit happen to silly music.
Oh, man. Remember,
I got punched.
One of the best old Attell jokes. Remember, he goes, I lost my virginity. He goes, you got to pick a good song to lose your virginity to. He goes, I have the worst one. I can tap anyone. I can still feel her beard.
And that Skanks with the
I think it
Memory?
was on his half-hour special.
I remember I got punched in the face to whoop. There it is.
There it was.
Yeah, at a house party, I got cold cocked by this kid.
Oh, shit.
In like I think it was 8th grade.
Oh.
And they were like, oh, guys, remember Tag Team? And then they put it on the screen. It was just like, yeah.
Was it a kid or was it an undercover Tommy Hansen from Jump Street? Because we know he'll fucking swing.
Oh, he's fucking throwing them hands.
JD will swing in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Don't let that Captain Jack Sparrow charm fool you.
Did you read that article Stanhope put out?
Yeah, we read it on. I read it a little bit on Skanks the other day. He just said she's like trying to hose him for cash or whatever, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe he fucking did it.
Yeah, I said hose and it's
really have to get through. I mean, like, he really slipped through the cracks as a woman beater, though, huh? If he does that shit. I mean, I feel like you would just know. It's why I feel so confident making an absurd joke about woman beating in my own world, because it's something I can never find myself doing at all.
Yeah.
It's a real next level thing, man. Like, really whomping on a chick seems like you might as well, the same person that would kick a fucking rabbit.
When you find out, like your heroes do it, like I read a lot of biographies, and I read like Pryor's biography, and they're like, oh, he used to just beat the shit out of his wives, and you're like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah. You're like, that's
you read it, and you're like, I love Hunter S. Thompson. You're like, yeah, he beat up his first wife. You're like, fuck.
Now, someone Jacob size could have a fair one, possibly, with his girlfriend.
All right, take your shirt off. Meet me in the living room.
Jacob, I don't want to do this.
No, we're doing it.
Now, you want to fucking embarrass me in front of my friends.
Jacob, can we please just go to bed?
All right, I'll tap. 2 out of 3.
Yeah. I didn't know you were going to hit me close-fisted. You're a real savage.
I bet Jacob's a monster in a fight. I bet he just goes off.
Do you go like Ralphie from Christmas Story?
Shut up.
Yeah, I mean,
How many fights have you been in, Jacob?
last one was 12 years ago. I punched a guy out in the street.
Punched him out.
Yeah.
Dropped him one shot.
One shot drop? Or a couple?
2 right in the face.
Was it a 1-2-1? The old Jacob 1-2-1?
Was jabbing.
He didn't see you coming.
Don't you
No,
understand?
no,
He was
squared off.
he was the paperweight champion of the 1980s.
We squared off.
You squared off?
Yeah,
Did you
it
take
was
your shirt off?
It was a coworker.
What? Here?
No, at a restaurant.
Oh, it's fan-fucking
Were you in a bow tie and an apron at a nice Italian
I
restaurant?
did have a tie on.
Yeah!
No, I think I might have taken it off for that though, but I just like,
Did you put it around your head like a bandana when you fought?
no.
I got 2 rules to fighting. Don't touch the hair, and my tie is a headband.
I'm about to show you what several hours of core work a day equals.
Oh, you're working doubles. I'm working on my...
What happened? How did that fight break out?
He was just a lunatic. He wouldn't lay off at work. He was just a madman. And I just
But that's
lost
vague.
my mind.
That's very vague.
Yeah, are you
He was
saying you're going to
just
try to
one of
fight
these
Jay and I?
guys that- No, I mean, he was just a total asshole. Everyone hated him, and he wouldn't stop, like, yelling.
Mm-hmm.
It was a restaurant, a hectic a restaurant.
Oh,
is.
yeah.
So
And,
it does.
I didn't want to be there in the first place, and I said, let's just get this out of, let's
You
just work this
challenged
out.
him. You basically you said, like, all the yelling and screaming, you're like, fuck it, let's just fight.
So let's just fight. He goes, you want to fight? I said, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
I do two things well in this world. Push-ups and fight my enemies.
I picture Jacob as a guy, after he knocks a guy out, he just, like, takes out Buddhist beads and sits Indian style next to him and rubs the beads until the cops show up.
I promised my mother
Do with me what you will.
I knew one thing. I said to myself, Jacob, you don't know how to fight. So as soon as this starts, punch him in the face as many times as you can. And
Yeah,
it
that's
worked.
it.
That was my only
Wolverine. You're the
idea.
Wolverine,
That's
dude.
all I had in my head.
The muskrat.
Yeah, I love it. Well, how big was this guy?
He was a little bigger than me. Tiny,
Like Merc face
smaller.
big? Like
no, I would have.
Some big
No,
old puss like
I
Merc
would've
face?
said-
Drop Merc face right now.
No, I don't think I could do that.
Jacob, I'll give you, that's what I said before, man. The world better hope I never get, like, real money of any kind. 'Cause I'll give you guys $1,000 if you let Jacob knock you the fuck out right now. Dance, monkeys!
Snore punch.
I did have to push a girl one time on a dance floor. But she had
Oh,
pushed
this is where it starts. This
I
is
know
where it
it's
starts.
funny.
It starts
I would
slowly.
never think to do that.
You better get to know Stanhope if you're going to start
Only-
laying shit like this out.
No, but I mean, I was completely justified. I didn't even know she was there.
Wait, what?
I wasn't.
You were pushing air and she just got in your
No,
way?
we were dancing like among my group on this floor.
Excuse me, miss. You're
And
rubbing
she-
your butt on me. Can you stop rubbing your butt on me?
I'm heating up over here.
I'm going to ask you once more, miss. You're rubbing your butt on me, and I don't appreciate it.
By the way, if you don't do what I say, I got 10 friends that'll say it for me.
Yeah.
She just pushed me from behind, like it was just a shove. I don't know why she thought I was I don't know.
No
Intruding in her space. I didn't even know she was there. I had my back to her.
We've seen you dance. I mean, we know how you work the space.
Yeah, but I was not hogging the dance floor. And I was just like, I said to myself, I could let her get away with this, but she's really going to think that I'm a pushover.
Did you show her the, which by the way I've hit several times since, the revving the motorcycle fall back dance move?
I said it just took me by surprise. I turned around, I realized she was just staring at me like, that's what you get? I was in shock, so I just shoved her, and she fell on her ass and glided across the dance floor on her ass.
Oh, look, by the way, if there was a contest going on, you guys would have won.
And that was it. That was the end.
She hit her head.
No, listen,
She deserved it, and
I've never choked a woman in anger. I've never hit a woman in anger. I've never slapped a woman ever. But I've definitely arm grabbed. Well, Christine was funny. It's such a funny thing when you're still in the heat of anger. I pushed her onto the bed once in a fight.
Very passionately.
No, I pushed her. I definitely shoved her on the bed. It was funny, still completely right in the argument, still nailing it in every other way. Just remember sitting down angry like a half hour later and be like, I shouldn't have pushed you. I could beat the shit out of you. It's like, it's like I'm just bullying you. I shouldn't have done that. I won't do that again. But go fuck yourself still.
One time I was just in a screaming match with an ex-girlfriend on the street. And you know those in the winter where they put the buildings outside of a door, like the wind blocker in New York? So you walk through that and then you walk through the front door of a restaurant. She was like,
you're making a fist with your hand, so I just want you to remember there are people listening in their cars right now.
Okay, so I'm making a fist with my hand. So she got me so mad that I fucking punched one of those outside structure things, and it was just pure bar. It was just a metal bar, and I was like, and it made that noise where it goes, pink, and I was like, oh, and then you just go from angry to being like, now I'm hurt. I want you to feel bad for me. Owie! Yeah. She was looking at me like, you asshole.
Oh, I punched a nice hole in the bedroom door, and we had to tell. I still throw under the bus. I told the super that Christine put her elbow through it doing yoga.
What? What kind of aggressive yoga would that be?
Such a DDP yoga.
Yeah.
Bang! Oh, by the way, I just want to know, because I feel like there's an unspoken thing there. I think you felt like I was telling you how to do radio to explain what you were doing. I was saying, say you're cocking a fist back, because I thought you were about to tell me a story that you punched a girl in the face.
Oh,
so I was like, hey, just remember, people are listening, Soder. Remember to confess this right now.
Hey, I know you feel comfortable with your socks off. Don't feel that comfortable.
Hey, the mics are hot.
Ooh, hey, back up from that mic that you're talking into that people are hearing that you could get a criminal charge if you admit to something that I don't want you to admit that I hope you really don't because you're really nice. But that would make a lot of sense because you got an anger problem. I'm like, what?
Soder's about to go. Goes, I've punched 5 women in my life.
And I'll tell you this, they never get up.
Lesson learned.
I stand over him like Ali over listening.
Someone snap a photo.
I'm a bad boyfriend. I'm a bad boyfriend. No, wait, man. I
couldn't imagine the feeling of just like how horrible it must feel to hit like a very definitively more fragile person. Yet I couldn't think of anything more satisfying. If the feeling in life I've never got to feel that I would love to feel so many times is knocking out a woman.
Are you saying
I couldn't ever bring myself. I said the fragility.
Are you saying this is like that's your forbidden fruit?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What I wish, it's funny when I say to Christine so much, it's the funniest line in hindsight. I've never even thought about it, not in a fight ever. I go, I hope tonight we go out and a girl just beats the shit out of you. Like, I'm just going to watch her fucking wreck your shit.
Is that your fucking new 3? Is that your cuckolding?
I'll be jerking off to the whole thing.
Your abuse cuckold? I want a woman-on-woman fight. I hired the cyborg from Brazil to come out here.
I got the cyborg. I've
been punched in the face by a girl, and it's always a thing where you give them a look like, no.
Punch the face? Oh, yeah.
They just hit you, and they're like, what's up? And you're like,
I got fucking... Well, I think I told that on the show before. I got fucking jawed by my ex-girlfriend.
I don't think you told her on this show.
I mean, cleaned my clock. I picked her up and spiked her on the ground. Then my buddy was, thank God my buddy was like, Jay. Like,
you gave her the gorilla treatment?
And I was like, yeah. But it really wasn't. My buddy was like, Jay. I was like, yeah, okay, you're right. You know, and he kind of took me away, but I was like, man, I mean, I did not see it coming at all. It's hilarious. Did I not tell the story? It's a great one.
I've never heard that story.
Oh, so I used to do the job where I would drive strippers and escorts to bachelor parties.
Right.
I don't know why it should be that hard to believe for a fat dweeby guy, especially younger than as I was. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't fuck these chicks ever. They never were offering to fuck me ever. It doesn't really come up at all.
Yeah.
But it was a job. Now, I did enjoy that I get to go see naked girls, but very quick I found the job's actually kind of dangerous. So I'd bring a buddy.
Oh, bringing strippers to a place where there's horny men in a private residence.
In my mind, I was going to be just high-fiving, drinking beers with these guys, enjoying the pussy, but I forgot that when the girl goes, hey, this guy keeps, like, grabbing at me, I have to say something. I'm like, he's just grabbing. I'm going to go, yeah, well, look at them titties. She's like, no, you have to stop. I go, oh, yeah, so then it is a dangerous job. So I bring a friend along, and I give him a couple bucks to kind of just be like.
Would you tell them on the way there, like, yo, listen, this is, like, these strippers, this might get out of control?
To who?
Like your buddy.
Yeah, I'd say this can go bad. I always say, it's my dumb job I took, so I will handle the bulk of this problem. I go, I want you to just kind of, I'll hang around you, but by the door, if something goes haywire, just go get help. Don't fucking jump in the fight.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to win. There's going to be 15 guys at least on all these things.
Jesus.
And, yeah. So
15 horny drunk.
15 horny dudes. So it's... Ironically, this night I bring my buddy Little J.
Yeah.
Why I'm Big J, he's Little J. Little J says he wants to come with me. He has a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend at the time. Our girlfriends are friendly. They hang out. What's funny is that whole night, that story is a fucking doozy of a story. The actual stripper gig we did.
Yeah. We
brought a black 40-some-year-old crackhead who had a Bobby Brown Gumby haircut.
I've heard that story.
Yeah, the old lady, and one girl who looked pretty good, but her body was kind of odd when we ended up seeing. She was young and pretty, but like, and that young pretty one fucked every guy at the party.
How many guys?
Weird. She fucked 14 guys, 2 at a time. The only guy who didn't go in was the best man. Crazy. Dropped him off at home. It was a whole weird thing.
He's the only one that died.
Ironically, that girl, the pretty one, we went to Denny's afterwards, me, her, and Little J. And she offered to fuck us both if we wanted, and we were both like 15 and 16, like, we're good. Thank you.
You were 16 years old escorting strippers?
No. We'd be number 15 and 16 dicks of the night.
Dude, that's hilarious. I like the thought that she finishes her moons over my hammy and puts her napkin down, and she's like, I got one more in me.
Hey, yo, dude, yeah. I'll get involved in some real debaucherous garbage, too. I will. I'll dive in, but that was a lot. That was a lot.
She goes, listen, boys.
Oh, no, you know what's funny? I probably would have done it. I forgot what she said. It was by the fourth guy who came out of that room, he goes, I I don't know why. What a question. I go, how was it, dude? She's pretty hot, right? He goes, yeah, man, but she's on her period. That was the fourth guy. 10 more guys. And every time one would come out and tell the other one, he goes, dude, she really does have her period. And other guys, and the other guys would be like, really? That's sick. Because they're like closing the door to go right in there after them. Oh, dude, really? Your period? Gross. And then they would just go do it. Yeah. So that was the other reason. Maybe I would have been 15 and 16 if that wasn't the case. But
I imagine it looks like when like a wolf drags a dead deer back to its fucking cave, where it's just like a long fucking. Oh my!
A trail. There's a trail of blood.
God.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Anywho,
and did she bring it up at Denny's, or was she just like fucking long day, huh, boys?
she didn't bring it up at all.
Was she just very businesslike about it?
She just enjoyed her Denny's, man.
She's like, hey, miss, more coffee? You're like,
Yeah.
This woman just took on 2 basketball teams.
Dude, there's no amount of cock that a fucking superbird can't ease the wounds of.
Nothing like a menu with pictures on it to fucking get you over that hangover.
Superbird, a grilled cheese and turkey, it's so good.
Oh, my God.
That'll soothe any pain. So, no, she offered, though, which was weird. Anyway, we go home the next day. Now, here's what I did not know. My girlfriend knows I do this job. She's gone with me before, even. Just, you know what I mean? Like,
Cheery on?
yeah. I mean,
Protect him, baby!
Go get him. No, what she would do is the escort ones, because you don't go in. You wait in the car. So she would just kind of sit in the car with me. So there's some funny stories in that world that I'll have to tell.
Wait,
on
you
the
do
show
escort
one day.
ones too?
I did escort ones too, yeah.
Were you just like, and so you just sit outside in the car?
Yeah.
And just like wait?
Yeah.
Like you were.
Dude, I swear to you, tops ever they're in there is 25 minutes. It's insane.
The most they're ever in there.
The way they get over on these dudes is fucking nuts. Some of them get out without even fucking.
Really?
It's nuts.
How do they get out? Just by talking to them?
Because they don't want to do it. They'll say like the service costs this much for this, but it's actually not. You know, and then that's one of those things like you could always challenge. The same way a girl told me if I gave her $100 at the strip club that she would jerk me off or suck my dick, and then she told me to keep jerking off, kept jerking off, and eventually she goes like, no, I'm going to wait till you're about to finish, and then I'll suck it. Which if I was not a 18-year-old retard, I would have realized like she's not sucking it when I'm not coming. She's probably not going to jump on it when I am.
Yeah. Oh, let me take the worst part.
And then so I just ended up making myself come. It was weird. I was like, hey, that's not what you said was going to happen. And she basically goes like, go complain.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I will help me put my comeback in my dick.
my whole thing. If the girl felt like she was not threatened by the guy, if the guy was nervous, sometimes they get in there and be like, oh, well, the service is just this for this much money. And what are you going to do? You're going to fucking call the cops and say I'm ripping you off as a hooker?
Better Business Bureau?
Yeah.
Excuse me, this escort just escorted me to a place. Yeah, that's...
So, where was I?
Oh, we were talking about the next day.
Oh, yes, the next day. So, my buddy's girlfriend did not... Like, I don't know if she knew he was going or not, but she wasn't happy that he went with me. She was very jealous. She was looking at it more of like that idea. It's like, you guys will be hanging out, getting your dick sucked all night. And it's not that.
It's actually really sad.
It's way seedy and sad. Very sad. All the stories are kind of sad and weird, these chicks. So, we get back to that.
I want to play, hold on. I want to play that Sarah McLachlan SPA. Yeah, for all these stories. You can help a private stripper by not banging her while she's
calling her a private stripper.
Private stripper.
That's a good word for a whole.
Yeah, well.
So,
so the next day she's pissed at you. Little Jay's
girlfriend and Little Jay come over to the house. Or no, and me and Little Jay go to play basketball. We're gone for a couple hours. We come back and we come home to 2 women who are arms folded pissed.
And so you automatically, whenever you see your girlfriend pissed and she's with another girl, you know that she has been in, because you have an understanding with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
So she's okay. But meanwhile, you come back and you're like, oh, you've tainted this.
His girlfriend has convinced her that we did something.
Which obviously you did not.
We did not.
Besides enjoying a delicious Denny's breakfast.
Oh, and and phone contact through all that.
Sure.
My girlfriend lived with me at the time.
Okay.
So she knows when I came home and everything, whatever.
Yeah.
So she's pumping up and they're going, you fuckers cheated on us last night. And my girlfriend, and I'm almost kind of laughing this off. I'm like, Cheryl, what are you talking? Like,
what a great girlfriend name.
Oh yeah. Great garbage. I was like,
Cheryl, I don't fuck those strippers.
I just go, Cheryl, you've been with me on these, what are you, he's like, this is crazy. What are you talking about? And the other girl's like egging her on. And they go, some girl called last night, a girl that I know. That we all knew.
Yeah.
They go, that girl called last night and said, this is because she was a dullard. I said to that before on the show.
Which one? Little Jay's girlfriend?
Yeah, Jay, yeah. No, my girlfriend.
Yeah. That was the Jay.
Yeah, Jay, yeah.
Okay.
She's a dullard. And she goes, this girl Martha, who's a girl I know, this girl Martha called and said, are Big J and Little J there? Like, and I said no, and they were like, cool, tell them thanks for coming over and having sex with us last night. And I'm like,
that's like a child's lie.
I'm laughing so hard because I'm like, that's not a thing. No one calls and says that.
My teacher said we don't have to do homework because I was good today. Like, that's not a fucking thing.
There's no homework as long as you get good test scores, they said. And
you're full of shit. The girl called and said you gave her good dick and that you slept and held her and that you love her now
and that you played our song for her
and you cooked dinner for her. Why would I do that?
I got home at 5 a.m. It's this overnight thing.
I didn't even smell like.
She said she has. Thank you for being okay with her late night schedule and adjusting to her.
Thank you for being her boyfriend, her other boyfriend. She knows that you're her other. You're like, you fucking liar.
And then they said thank you for having sex with me.
Putting your pee-pee
without a condom.
And coming deep inside of it.
Making a baby. Traveling through the fallopian tubes and through the cervix.
Proposing marriage to me by getting down on one knee.
So I go, all right, well, can we just end this right now I'll give Martha a ring-a-doo right now, and she's going to tell you this never happened.
We'll put her on speakerphone. And by the way, if I know Martha, she's got a dick in her puss and a dick in her mouth.
If I know Martha the way I know her, she is just chugging cock.
Yeah, she's full to the brim.
So Martha,
what a sad, beautiful, broken stripper name.
No. You're making a mistake here. She didn't even say we were fucking the stripper at this point. She said we went out and fucked other chicks. They're fucking their story up so much. They were saying that we cheated on last night, but we weren't at Denny's and all that shit. So it wasn't a stripper, it was a girl, Martha, who I know.
Oh.
They just said it was this girl who we happen to know that called. I was like, why would you just make a check? I call Martha. Martha has like Jay, long time no hear. How you been? I go, hey, Martha, I'm sorry I got to do this at all. This is very embarrassing, but I just,
we didn't fuck
have
last
I seen you last night? Did you call my house by any chance and say we had sex last night? And she was like, what? Like, it was so obviously. So I hung up and I go, there, can we end this bullshit? I'm like, Jay, get your fucking chick out of here. She's making some difficult problem that doesn't need to be at all. My girlfriend, again, so dumb that she knows she made this story up.
Yeah.
She knows what this gig's about. She should be the least frazzled here. She's leaning against the wall, dumb me, not knowing the kettle is boiling.
Yeah.
And she goes, I can't believe you cheated on me. And I'm still laughing at the whole ridiculousness. And I'm like literally against the wall like a John Cougar Mellencamp against the jukebox, like 1 foot up against the wall, like head cocked back laughing. I'm like, you can't believe I did what she goes, I can't fucking believe you cheated on me. And she just cocked backs and South Jersey fucking tin rings.
Oh.
Fucking jawed me.
Snapped her hips.
I fucking Undertakered her up in the air. And threw her on the ground, and that's when my friend jumped in. He was like, dude. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, that was like pure instinct, because for a fucking story she's aware she made up. Like, it's definitely, by the way, what do I have to lose? I would say if I was lying to her, if that girl wasn't on her period, I may have fucked her. Yeah. I'm just saying we didn't. That wasn't even a thing. So for her to say, like, she just made up a story and then goes, this story is true.
I'm angry.
You made it up.
Made it up and still punched me for it.
And caught you. Because you were laughing. You didn't even see it coming.
Jawed me. I mean, spun me. Like, it was like, it went like white for a second.
Yeah, because you went purely primal.
Oh, yeah. I picked her up and spiked her on the ground. I did not apologize for that spike, however.
Dude, I wonder if it would have been funnier if as you were spiking her, she went, wee! As he threw it out.
Like a baby when you just slam on the bed and they just like go, yeah!
I would have hit you again.
Carla's baby comes over to my house and I just jackknife power bomb the baby on my bed, and I was like, she loves it.
Dude, my friend's little brother, I used to love doing wrestling moves to him, and then I put him in a figure 4 and really hurt his knee. And then now he's like a big guy, and he's like, remember when you hurt my knee? And I'm like, yeah, sorry, Cody.
Have I ever told you that I figure 4'd my little brother when he was like 5 and dislocated his knee?
Jesus.
It snapped right back in, and he was crying, and I just started laughing. I'm like, that was great, right? I admitted it years. Oh, dude, it popped out, and his face went for like, what just happened? happened? And and his leg was like not connected. And I was like, oh God! And I just snapped it back like frontier surgery. I just snapped it back, and it popped right back in. And he was able to walk around, but he was like really freaked out. I'm like, hey, we were wrestling. That's what happens in wrestling.
Hey,
your body comes apart and goes back together.
You had noodle leg,
dude. It was scary as shit. Dude, me and my brother, I really take a lot of like positive credit for having such a part in raising those kids. When I go back home now, the way my sister's like, do you remember I used to hide in the closet from you because you'd be holding Bobby over the banister by his ankles and saying you're next? And I go, man, when you say it, I do. I'm like, I think I really blocked it out, but when you say it, I really remember it.
I love in your head. I love in your head that you're like the patriarch, and you're like, I really took care of those kids. There was no one around, and I really taught them how to read and write and all this stuff. And then you come back and like, yeah, you used to drip stuff on us and make us fight each other for food.
Dude, I made my brother. I locked in a closet until he would yell the N-word.
Dude, you almost.
There's no reason for it. I wasn't trying to make him racist or anything. Yeah. It's just like it was the word I chose for. It'd be funny for like a 6-year-old to say.
And he's like, I'm scared of the dark.
Yeah. He's like, then say the word. Me and my friends just giggling on the other side. I'm like, dude, when he was like 9, I sat him down. I made him watch Silver Bullet, the werewolf movie, which is a pretty graphic transformation where like the wolf's mouth comes out of a human's fucking mouth,
and it goes, doesn't it? Like everything peel back, and then the fingernails go through.
He was saying he was scared, and then just went blank faced. And just staring at the TV like this, like really like just blank faced. And I go, what? He had a seizure.
A fear seizure?
He had a fear seizure.
Yeah, I don't know if I.
No, I'm a way better father. My daughter's only had one fear seizure.
I feel like that just made me happy to be an only child.
You know what's funny? I got my hands on Isabella way younger, so the thing is, I was wrestling and watching horror with her where she was weaned into it.
Yeah, as opposed to your brother and sister that you had to plunge into it.
Yeah, just one day they were like, you're the official babysitter for everyone. And I'm like, cool, I'm going to be dangling these motherfuckers over the banister if anybody needs me.
Cool, guys, a little bit of a game change. Number 1, I hope you're not afraid of heights. Number 2, graphic horror movies are going to be a staple around here. Number 3, get used to dropping the N-bomb because it's the only way you're going to get out of a closet. No longer open sesame. Instead, one of the worst racial terms of all time.
Dude, breakfast, I mean, they were so young, and I would go downstairs and, like, give them, like, potato chips and milk and just go back to bed on the couch. Dude, I'd be like, don't bother me a bunch. And I was trying to sleep on the couch more.
You fed them like they were the Foot Clan, and you were Shredder. Like, there's so much little kids.
I give them just enough. I give them just enough to function and fight.
And then I get them, and I bring them right back.
To do my bidding.
How much did you miss that?
Oh, Jacob, can't we go a few more minutes? What's the big to-do? Because here, we have a fucking... All right, first of all, there's several stories up here that I need to fucking see.
I mean...
Well, while we're on topic here of kicking the shit out of chicks...
I mean, I think that's really the topic. While we're just talking about beating bitches up.
If you're just joining us, me and Soder confessing all of our stories of beating the shit out of women.
Too bad we're both like old country singers. It's in our songs. You just got to listen hard enough. It's not true. We've never laid down.
If you could learn with words, I wouldn't have to teach you with these. Yeah. Is what I say as I hammer fist her on the face. Mike in Texas, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I was just relaying a story that back in junior high, we were out on the soccer field doing our warming up exercises, and I ended up slapping this girl in the hand, and she got mad and walked over and grabbed my pinky and snapped it.
What?
Whoa!
She broke your thing like a fucking mafia boss?
Like she major pained you?
Now the pain is in your hand.
Holy shit.
Dude, that's great. She's like, hey, listen, you got that money for them shin guards? He's like, what are you talking about? What was her name?
What was her name? Esther.
That's a name. That's a woman that can break a man's finger.
Well, she's been called an old lady her whole life.
What did you do after she broke your finger?
Well, obviously, at that point I was in shock. I showed it to the coach, and he's like, oh, it's just dislocated. And went to the nurse, and I had to ride my bike home with one hand, and I got home, my mom took me, and my finger was broken.
And then
you gotta love a coach. Rub some dirt on it, homo.
And then your dad never looked at you in the eyes again.
Well, I got in a lot of trouble because I was playing football. My dad worked out of town. He told me, hey, you got a broken finger. We can't afford for you to hurt your hand anymore. You can't play football anymore. So I went behind his back and played football. And then I got busted for that. So I got, a pretty good beat down for that.
Oh, well.
He broke your other pinky?
Yeah. I'm going to break all other 9 fingers on you for disobeying me.
So several weeks later, I run into this gal again, and I literally hit her with my bike. She stopped short, and I ran into her with my bike, and she started clawing my face.
Wow.
And I was a wrestler, and I took her down, and when I threw her down, her leg snapped in half.
Wait, you Theisman'd her? You fucking gave her the Joe Theismann?
Holy shit.
Wait, I love the fact that you accidentally ran into her with your bike. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you, Esther.
Wait, a young Esther from Texas? Are we talking about a heavy-set Mexican girl here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was in Colorado at the time. So.
Oh, what part of Colorado?
Grand Junction.
Oh.
But still a heavy-set Mexican girl?
That's the west side of the Rockies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Oh, it's a heavy-set Mexican girl? All's forgiven.
I love that it's just like an Esther that lives... It's just a mountain woman named Esther who sounds like she comes down to bring fucking pellets of fur.
You knew there was trouble when she yelled out, "Ay, ay, ay, ay!"
I love the fact that... Wait, so you double leg take... So she was a great big fat person when you took her down?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of her weight and momentum and everything, you know.
That must have been...
Yeah, you're right. Good call, Mike. It was mostly her fault.
Yeah. Way to take her down like she's Jerome Bettis and go for her knees.
I'll back you up in court on that one. He goes, I mean, it was mostly her weight crushing down that leg.
Sir, I don't know.
That leg was going to go no matter what.
You can either call me guilty or you can call physics guilty. But let's just bring gravity. She's top heavy.
I like to call my first witness Galileo.
My second witness is a brain scientist. Now, would I ever hit Mike Allstott head on, or would I take him out the knees?
Galileo, Copernicus, if you can get involved here.
I'd like to call this thing Newton's second law.
That's fucking great. Did you get in a lot of trouble for that, Mike?
Oh yeah, I got another beat down. You know,
but they sent her back to Mexico, right? Lesson learned, or
did they?
I had to see her for the next 5 years. You know, through school and
we got married.
Oh yeah, she was going to come back for you.
Esther and I fell in love.
Yeah, because we had sex junior prom.
She's the love of my life. She's actually right next to me, right here on the phone. You want to talk to her?
Get over here, you big ball of Mexican.
I love you.
Tell this guy,
you top heavy bitch. Get on the phone.
Get over here, El Burro.
Yeah. The mom break my leg.
Now he treat me much better. But at the time, he hurt pretty good.
Did she ever try to retaliate for you breaking her leg?
No, actually, she became a lot nicer to me after that point.
Well, she knew you were willing to go the dist.
Yeah, you're willing to snap a bone. She's like, yeah, Mike's no nonsense.
Well, they always say, fight back, man. This way, at least they know you're not an easy mark. She saw a bitch in your heart. That's why she went over and snapped your finger off.
Yeah.
So in your defense, I mean, you had to show you're a man, right?
If you wouldn't have broken her leg, you would have been holding her pocket all of high school.
I'm sorry, Esther. Did I give you my trapper keeper? You can have them both. You can keep them both. You can keep them both.
Are you hungry? I can go get you something to eat.
You know I'm hungry.
You want a second breakfast? Let me go get you a second breakfast.
You know I can't get up the stairs and get food no more.
Oh, dude.
That's a great story, Mike. Thank you so much for that one. Good shit.
I never... do you know what all this reminds me of is when you hurt someone and then you feel guilty and then you act injured to get at it?
Me too. Ow.
I've done that so many times. I hurt my buddy he was on that. We both played football, but he was like much more important to the football team. And we were like fucking around and he like went down with his ankle and he's like, oh, my ankle. And I was like, yeah, me too. My knee. Oh, it's so weird. And they're like, shut up, Soder. And I was like, I'm full of shit.
You start wailing yourself in the nose. My nose is broken from that same interaction.
Oh, God, I can't breathe through my nose. It's so bloody. I went to a doctor for most importantly, I guess, his ankle, but I'm pretty bad, too.
Let's take a break, and then when we come back, I want to hear about this guy's foursome with his dad.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. And Nick in Colorado. Can we take one more? We take Nick in Colorado while we're on the subject here.
Okay.
Nick in Colorado.
What's up, guys?
What's up, dude?
Dan, so this happened in Colorado, so I went to CSU up in Fort Collins.
Oh, Fort Collins. Let me tell you about Fort Collins. They get fucking live up there. They booze because it's flat.
They call it Chick Fight U.
Oh, dude. CSU, and they have like Old Town, where it's just like 4 places. I used to go to Beer Fest up there, and I've watched so many fights at that thing.
Yeah.
CSU, there's nothing to do but drink.
That's a town where you may have to fight a bitch.
I'm telling you this.
You might be back against the wall like my boy Mike from Texas.
Yeah, Mike from Texas is snapping legs up there because those are high plains bitches.
It's hard. I'm still 100% anti woman hitting, but man, if a girl walks over, and just snaps your finger off. I mean, that's something. That's something.
I would almost just fall in love with her.
I'm enjoying, and I'm sorry, Nick, we'll get to you in 1 second here. I just want to lose this thought. There's a video I tried to find to bring on the show. I couldn't find it. It was the classic thing of like a girl in a dude's face.
Yeah.
I mean, way in the dude's face. The dude eventually shoves the chick, and then her boyfriend, or the girl's like hitting the guy.
Yeah.
The guy finally shoves the girl back, and then her boyfriend comes up, and he starts beating the shit out of her boyfriend, and then she's like screaming, "Stop! Leave him alone!"
It's on the 4 train. We watched it.
There's a bunch of those. No,
Yeah.
this was an outside parking lot. But I mean, that is so fucking irritating. Like, you get him in a fight, and then you're like, leave him alone. You're asking for mercy for the guy you've gotten into a fight. Like, that's
you pulled into the
nuts,
fight,
man. Sorry, Nick.
No, you're good. So we're at a frat party of all things up at CSU, and stuff just started kind of unfolding, and we were talking shit back and forth and whatnot. And so me and all my buddies, we ended up getting kicked out. So we're outside, and I'm talking shit, and there's all these girls on the inside of this frat house, and they're talking shit to us, and all of our girlfriends and stuff are behind us. And so I go and I punch the door. They close the door and I slam the door on us, and I'm not thinking anything's going to happen. I thought it was just going to be like intimidating or something. I punch the door, and the door falls off, like completely comes off the hinge, nails the girl standing behind it. So obviously all these frat boys come outside and they're like, fucking, like, you just threw a fucking door at these girls. I'm like, what? And
You're
so I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the recoil, though, so I punch and my elbow comes back. I didn't even notice anything happened. I turn around, and all these girls are just like, you're a fucking scumbag, all this stuff. I'm like, whoa. So, like, you just elbowed your girlfriend straight in the nose, broke her nose.
Dude.
I turn around, and my girlfriend is literally just like bending over.
What are you, Mr. Magoo?
Yeah, you're like danger. You're like Lethal Weapon, Mr. Magoo.
Yeah. So like everything went wrong there. He's trying to make a statement. He just fucking beat up his home girlfriend and everyone she knows.
Oh, and and he also slammed an oak door on a poor girl. A girl was crushed like the Wicked Wizard of the West.
I hope the girl you hit with the door was the only one at the party going like, "Come on, that guy was okay."
Guys, open the door. They're okay. Open the door.
Ow! Is this dust settles like a cartoon?
Yeah, but no, so it turned into this fucking huge thing. And the girls on the inside started fighting with the girls on the outside. My girlfriend sitting there gushing blood, like, pinching her nose, making sure all this shit. I'm like, that was an accident, right? And she was just like, I don't care if it was an accident, blah, blah, blah. And then it just turned into like, I elbowed her in the face. It turned into this huge thing. Fights broke out everywhere.
I love that,
yeah,
and there's that feeling where you go from you hit one of my worst experience or the worst feeling you can have as a human being, where you went from being like tough and angry to then immediately like scared, upset, and then embarrassed, and you're like, and then worried. You're like, no, because you go from like punching a door to being like, I just knocked the door off the hinges, to being like, and I fucking knocked my girlfriend out, and oh my god, all this stuff, and oh, dude, that's the
be
worst.
Great. I really wish. Still that night when she went to bed with like the splint and all that shit on her nose, like you still did the thing where you get like a halfie and you start slapping her in the butt cheek, the suggestive like, or still. I mean, I don't want to waste his buzz. I gotta go.
Are you still feeling it from that Everclear? Remember that Skippy we were drinking inside that
neck kisses.
Hey, so I'm gonna shimmy out of these underpants, and how about me and you? Is the ice pack okay? Do you need more ice in the ice pack? She's like, just breathing out of her mouth.
I can't believe you elbowed me in the face.
Look, I can't even wrap my brain around doing this tonight.
Nick, really, Nick?
Can I just go real quick? I'll just be real quick. Hey, babe, just give me your hand. Give me your hand. Put your hand on it. Put your
transfer.
Nick, I can't see anything. I'm trying to watch Friends.
You know when you get the girl to do the first initial motion because you don't want the positive feedback when you they grab you, just go. I think every guy's guilty of that. Should just see over you could stone face everything about sex almost until about 30 seconds before coming. But you got to give a lot like that.
First one. Or even say it goes, oh, that feels so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels so good. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, America. It's the bonfire.
It's that first touch feeling.
Campers, we all know that sleep is important. And you want to know how to make your sleep great? Come to a Sleep Number store, the only place you'll find the Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology. And right now, you can save $500 in their Memorial Day Special Edition bed with Sleep IQ technology. Is Memorial Day over? Yeah, but they don't care. It still rides on. So you have the knowledge to adjust for your best night's sleep, the Sleep IQ technology. My Sleep Number setting, 75. Dan's, 40 now?
I'm up to a 45. I'm starting to become more of an adult.
You waver.
I know.
You waver. The Sleep Number bed lets me and Dan and whoever owns one choose our ideal firmness and change it. And because it adjusts on each side, it's perfect. It's a perfect bed for couples when you want to be on different levels because you're not talking to each other. Because she may have done some things that were mean to me. So you know how to adjust for your best night's sleep. Whether it's adjusting my sleep number, cutting back on caffeine, or exercising more. You know it's working because the Sleep IQ inside the bed tells you. My Sleep Number setting again, 75. Hurry in now. Save $500 on a Memorial Day Special Edition bed with Sleep IQ technology. You'll only find Sleep Number at a Sleep Number store. No better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting at any of our 500 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com. And be sure and tell them that Jay and Dan sent you.
This is Nikki Glazer, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder. I've watched one of these men cry.
I'm a happy camper.
ZZ Top Wednesdays. It's The Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Dude, I almost just fucking said my old radio station.
Hey, you're listening to KRPX.
I almost literally just went 92.1 KFMA, and I was like, that's not a real thing. Oh, by the way, Nikki Glazer, we have a cool couple bumpers from her. Happy birthday to Nikki Glazer.
Oh, happy birthday, Nikki.
And Not Safe with Nikki Glazer returns next Thursday, June 7th on Comedy Central.
Hey-o. Yeah. Happy camper. Dan Soder, not only is his new special, Not Special, available for download on ccdirect.com, the album version is also available for download on iTunes, and Dan will be at Hilarities in Cleveland, which is an awesome, awesome club.
Yeah.
Hilarities in Cleveland, Ohio, Wednesday, June 15th through Sunday, June 19th. A long weekend, longer than normal, so make sure you get out. There's a lot of shows to go see. Wednesday, go to dansoder.com for tickets.
I call it my Cleveland residency of the summer. I like to summer in Cleveland. Big J going to be down in Jacksonville at the Comedy Zone this Friday and Saturday. That's June 3rd and June 4th. Go to bigjcomedy.com for tickets and all their tour dates. And the thing that's got everyone shoving up in their pants in the Bonfire studio, Big J's 1 hour special live at Webster Hall, going to be premiering Friday, June 17th, midnight. Comedy Central. Set your DVRs. Put it in your calendar. Make sure you check it out. And then I'm fucking so excited to go to this recording.
Yeah,
but Big J is going to be recording an Unmasked with the one and only Ron Bennington at the Stand next Thursday, June 9th at 8 p.m. Request tickets are available at theinterrobang.com. So make sure you go to the interrobang.com if you live in the New York State area or New York City area, tri-state area, and you want to go see Jay record Unmasked with Ron Bennington. I'm going to be there. I'm definitely.
It's going to be so fun. And also, guys, Skankfest VIP tickets are still available at creeklic.com. Creeklic.com. It's a 2-day festival at the Creek in the Cave. Starting actually, it's Saturday, June 18th, and Sunday, June 19th, Father's Day. But we are starting the party 10 p.m. on the 17th because we're going to show my special.
I'm so bummed
on the big screen. It's going to be great. And if you get your passes, all access passes, grant you admission to Skank Week, which is shows taking place all over the city at the Stand Up New York Comedy Club, the Creek in the Cave, and the Standing Room, starting June 12th. And make sure, give Christine a reason to live and breathe, and follow us on @TheBonfireSXM. @TheBonfireSXM. We are across most social media platforms.
Yeah, and also it's dude, just like the turnout we were talking about before the show. I was up in Winnipeg. So many campers came out. Real quick, I want to say what's up to the Waite brothers. They came out to multiple shows. That was awesome. And hanging out with Jesse and his boys and playing No Mercy on Nintendo
That's
64.
So fucking awesome you did that.
Yeah, I'm a little mad that I won the belt, then I lost the belt, but I'll be back up in Winnipeg. I'm going to take that gator, going to come for that belt.
You made the gator?
I made gator. I always make them on No Mercy. If you play me in No Mercy, get ready to deal with the gator.
You're going to have to deal.
Gator. I have a perfect song that plays it. I've just found a song.
What is it?
It's just a generic, like, bam, 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 bam. But whenever I play it, I go, gator.
Wee doggy.
I think we should do a live Nintendo 64. We should play No Mercy live with our fans.
I don't know anything about it.
I'll tell you this. Why don't you come over one day? Make your own character.
We'll rock out some N64.
It's so much fun. It's the best wrestling game of all time.
Really?
They've got ladder matches. They've got Royal Rumbles. They've got everything you want. And it's fucking fun.
I thought the most fun one was
WWE 2K13.
Was it 13?
13. That was the one we bonded over.
So good.
But I'd say WWE 2K13 was the reason this show exists. Because we started playing.
I think our ebb and flow outside. No, but I think our very particularly hanging outside of comedy clubs and just laughing a bunch.
Yeah, but then when we started playing 2K13, Metallica Mondays on Guitar Hero.
Oh yeah, mandatory Metallica Monday.
Yeah, where we showed up and just played Metallica on Guitar Hero. But then WWE 2K13. But I'll tell you this: No Mercy as a wrestling video game, way better.
Way better.
Way better. Yeah. I think everyone on the staff could learn how to play it.
I'll be happy to come over and play it.
Oh, it's great. Make your own creative character. I'll make a Merkface Andy. We should make a Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
And
Jacob's got to be a luchador.
Oh, dude, Lou would be great. Just a tiny luchador, just doing all these flips.
Just a luchador doing crazy shit.
I can't wait to make Lou with his flannel.
And we got to call him two-piece because he knocks you out with two punches. If you cross him in a restaurant, that's for goddamn sure.
Hey, we're both on My Wife Hates Me. Tuesday.
You doing that too? I'll be honest. It's not My Wife Hates Me. It's a show where Christine explained this good.
I believe what it is you guys are going to be doing stand up and there will be a panel of people saying whether or not they would have sex with you.
And that's you're gonna do great in that. I'm gonna feel like a fucking jerk off.
Yeah, get ready for my tailored material.
No, not me. I'm like, all you hoes love dick, sloppy bitches. Now, let's start the voting.
Because I'm going to go out there and go, what's better than holding your girlfriend through the night? Nothing. You know what I love more than not coming? When she just comes, and then I don't.
Oh, I only have 2 minutes left? Why don't I play a little Songbird by Kenny G?
Oh, sorry guys. If I could stop this set real quick. I need to call my grandma just to make sure that washer that I bought her is working. Oh, I just got to go to my martial arts class so I can always protect the women I love.
That song should have been playing in the background. It just tells me that Sirius knows not to have Kenny G in the system.
Good job, Sirius. Good job. Or he's like Garth Brooks, where he just doesn't license his music out all weird.
Yeah.
Turns out he's got a fucking crack team of lawyers.
You can only get it on Sonos.com.
Kenny G sold all those rights to Tidal. He's on the Kanye service. I don't know. I want to find out what happened with Brandon in New Jersey.
I do so bad too. This is
Brandon. Hi.
Yep. What's going on, fellas? Crackle.
Crackle, Brandon.
Hey, guy.
So, as my story goes, and it's a little wild and crazy, but it is and it isn't. So I was about 15, 16 years old.
Okay.
I come from the Midwest. I come from Oklahoma.
All right.
I was just there.
There's nothing to do out there but drink and fuck. That's all there is to do.
That's most of the middle of the country.
16 years old. I bring two girls back to my house, basically get shit-faced and have a little fun. Had no idea that my dad was supposed to be home at any point in time during the day, in the bedroom doing my business. I see something in the peripheral vision of my face. I look over. It's my dad. He walks in, drops his drawers, stands in front of one of the girls that is laying down, getting her pussy ate, and is getting his dick sucked. Next thing I knew, I look up, turn around, and next thing I knew, we are switching and tag teaming bitches from sideways.
That sounds like that sounds like the worst Father's Day ad that's coming up. This Father's Day, split 2 16-year-olds with your old man in a single wide.
So to keep this guy on the line, Murphyface, trace this call. Sure you call the FBI.
Yeah, can you get this guy's dad locked up? He's just coming home and goes, sweet, my boy's getting some, which means I'll get some.
Oh, hey, mind if Papa Bear takes a slice of that pie?
Oh, you guys want to do old Tulsa tag team, huh? That's a father-son joint.
Wow.
Well,
you should have called them the Mariners, and you're like, we're the Griffies, and you guys are the Mariners. You got a father-son thing going on here.
We're the Griffies. Did you, like, high-five your dad over and shit?
Yeah, we high-fived and sent the girls on about their way.
And how old were the girls? How old were the girls?
That almost sounds made up, though, because they just pleasantly left.
16 years old.
16? How old was your dad?
Yeah. My dad, this was his last Father's Day present I gave him. He passed away when he was 41, so he was about 40 when this happened. Yeah.
What happened? One of those girls' fathers killed him.
I think that would have been a better story than what really happened, but, you know, it would have made a great story.
Oh, if it's sickness I can't hear, I'm going to have it. Don't tell me what, because I'm only 3 years away from 41, so please just don't. Whatever it is, I'm going to die from it at 41. So
don't give me your sickness over the phone.
Oh my God, Brandon, stop breathing on me!
Yeah, well, Brandon, it's good to know that we're both members of the Dead Dad Club, but you got a way cooler story from your dad when he was living than I did.
Although Dan's dad did used to hang dick in front of him a bunch.
Yeah, I never had 2 women to myself, and then all of a sudden I'm like, Gary, what are you doing? Sorry, boy, I'm all plumped up in the living room hearing you pound ass.
So your dad...
Nothing gets me harder than hearing my boy take a girl to town.
Oh, you grunted out just like your pa.
I know. That sound runs in our family. That's our fuck motor.
Hey, 16-year-old girls, you feel that? Yeah, that's 30 years experience on you.
Yeah. I used to fuck when Carter was in office.
Yeah, we were that type of team that used to chase. He would chase the mom, and I would chase the daughter, and we would end up getting the mother-daughter combo.
Together, same time?
Yeah.
Did you ever have a mother and daughter, like, do shit with each other?
I never got that far, but we came close enough for 2 sisters.
Wait, Brandon, tell it slower.
Hold on, I feel like you guys are. I feel like you're fucking a mother-daughter combo, and both you and your dad are wearing big dog shirts. It's his pants off, big dog shirts tucked up under your chin.
Some kind of beer, like personalized beer koozies.
Yeah, hold on, ladies. This Clint Black concert's heating up.
And these girls didn't wig out when your 40-year-old pop came in and started laying dork?
No. She was cool with it. I mean, like I said, we had all been drinking. So, I mean, she got hers, he got his, we all got ours, and he laid the pipe, I laid the pipe, and then we sent them on about their business.
Did you guys, like, touch pee holes afterwards, and there was, like, a sparkle, like, ting?
And then you guys became your grandfather? Your grandfather came back from the dead?
We finally, the last piece of the summons.
Of the triangle?
Of the incantation.
This is how we speak to the dead. We
a hologram of your grandfather shows up and he goes, Obi-Wan, get to Obi-Wan.
Gentlemen, in
the Dagobah system.
In the future, water is money. Gentlemen, I've come back to tell you. Find yourself an oil well.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
No, me and my dad were like 2 fucking puss hounds, just running around trying to get whatever we could.
I mean, I know you keep selling it as it being awesome, but there is a lot of disturbing undertones to this.
It is.
I know you're making it sound
although I would fuck. I'd fuck a mother dog.
I don't know, man. That's getting fucking dicey.
Me and DeRosa hooked up with 2 sisters once in the same room.
That's different, though.
Yeah, but they're still family, just getting chugged out by us 2 fucking schlubs.
Yeah, I mean,
Shampoo.
Hold on, shampoo.
Wait, get on your knees. Shampoo.
You can't even say get on your knees.
Shampoo.
Oh, shampoo.
Shampoo.
The after breathing.
Shampoo.
Pointing the water. Shampoo.
Takes off the condom.
The fucking aftershock.
Yeah.
The nervy head aftershock. Shampoo. She goes back for another quick little taste. Shampoo.
Oh, well, Brandon, thanks for calling in, dude.
Thanks, guys. You guys have a great night.
Your dad rules.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What a fucking weird experience to have with your father. I don't think I would want to.
I just every time I hear stuff like that, like I love the story. I'm jiving on the whole thing. I'm on board. And then I'm just like, God, I hope my daughter doesn't get tag teamed with her friend and a guy and her father.
Because I love it, because you almost just did it like a Hollywood studio person. You're like, listen, love the story. Love where it goes. I love the characters involved.
Brandon, you brought the heat. You
swung
for the fences, and I say you parked it.
Here's my problem. I'm a father of a little girl. Can't think of her and her friends drinking fucking Milwaukee Beasts in a single wide. Fucking having a son father.
Your dad comes in, his instinct is to fucking just drop fucking meat.
He throws his keys in the dish and then just starts unbuckling his belt, hearing some moaning coming from a thin door.
I feel like any girl I've ever met in my life, in that moment, even if it was like the first thing was like, oh God, we're caught, we should get dressed, and then the guy just pulls out dick. I'm like, oh God, we gotta get a cop. Like, we're about to get murdered by a crazy family.
I just like the thought of one of the girls being like, I mean, I'm 16 and that's technically like an Oklahoma 36. So yeah, fuck it.
You ever been dug out by a pond boy in an Oklahoma farmhouse?
There's nothing better than being with his son and then seeing the older ring of the tree come in. I've had the young calf, but now I want the bull. That's from fucking
Step Brothers. Yeah, this goes, now I want the old line.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know. I'd be like, Dad! How could you not say, like, bitchy child thing to your father? Dad, this is my threesome!
And still the whole time, like, he's like fucking her. She's like, when she only knows, she's like, Derek's dad. Oh God, Derek's dad. Oh shit, Derek's dad.
Oh, Mr. Derek's dad.
Oh God, Derek's dad. Where do I want it? Just not in me. Derek's dad.
Not in me.
Derek's dad.
Or he makes a reference. He's like, oh God, you're just like my ex-wife. You can't take it enough. He's like, that's my mom.
I'm sad. That's mom.
Dad, mom. You just start yelling stuff out. This is cooler than when you took me to the water park.
Okay, I want to suck your dick while Derek's dad's behind me.
Yeah. While you're pop. I apologize. That's just rude.
That was a record setter, if you're asking me. I think that was fucking fantastic.
That was just rude of me.
Can I tell you, we'll take some, after our next break, we got to take a break now. Now it has to be.
Why gotta be now, Jacob?
I was going to tell my story.
Dude, I feel like Jacob comes in here, tells us a story about how he's knocking heads back when he was a server, and now he's just kind of forcing these breaks on us when I want to hear the story of what happened to you outside your house.
Yeah, this was fucking... It's a good story.
All right, you know what? Let's take a break, and we'll come back with Jay's story. Is that all right, Jacob?
Well, then wait. Then, since it's the only thing on the board here that stays on topic at all with everything, we have Kerry here, says he slugged his ex-wife in the face. So... I can't leave it hanging on the pure fear he might hang up, and I got to hear about this guy punching his ex-wife in the face.
All right.
Carrie, you're on the bonfire.
Hey, guys. Appreciate you taking my call. Big fan. Crackle, crackle.
Oh, well, thank you, man. Crackle, crackle.
Crackle, crackle, man. I hope this doesn't end in an assault charge for you, brother.
Well...
You guys are great, and that you know that I was on the phone with you on today's date at 7:09 p.m.
Eastern on the 1st of June.
Good alibi, guys. Later.
Yeah.
No, this happened like 25 years ago.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it was legal in Tennessee then.
Yeah.
Well,
that was the Bush the Elder administration.
It happened in Virginia, and I haven't thought about it in a long time, but you guys got going on this topic, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember when I punched that bitch.
You know what's so funny is that you muttered that out to yourself alone in a car, and you're like, let me call up and blast this over serious. Let me just mutter the phrase. I hope I punched that bitch in the face.
Yeah, I hope it started because he goes, man, I agree with Jay. I can never put my hands on a woman. Oh, wait, I punched that bitch in the face one time.
Oh, my God. I just remembered in 93 that I fucking knocked a bitch in 1990. I put my hands on a bitch.
What happened? Was it you were mad because she got into a fight with Jacob at a dance club?
No.
Oh.
No. We were both in the Navy. Went out with a couple other friends of ours that were also in the Navy and one of their friends. Well, we're in Virginia Beach. It's at one of these clubs on Atlantic Avenue, and the place was packed.
I mean, you couldn't hardly squeeze between people, so we form a single file. The other couple's up in the front. My ex-wife is ahead of me, and then me, and then this other girl. Well, trying to weave our way through the crowd, we end up splitting up, and I'm back here talking to this girl that's friends with the other couple, and a little while later, my ex comes and finds me and starts bitching me out, thinking that I'm hitting on this chick. I'm like, we were just talking about how did we get split up? Where did you guys go?
I was just talking about how much I love you, baby. I was just telling her how much I loved you.
Oh, but, Jay, she was such a bitch. But she was 13 years older than me, so.
Nice. That's right. Seasoned.
It was good times for a while there. I mean, anyway, I digress. So she starts getting pissed off at me. We're getting into a big fight in this club, and I'm like, look, fuck you, just find your own way home, and I walk away. Well, there was a couple of steps that led down to another section of this bar, and I'm standing there at the bottom of that step, and there's a bar that ran right beside it, and there's a bouncer kind of kneeling on the bar. He's on top of the bar, overlooking everything. Well, a few minutes later, I feel a beer being poured over my head.
Awesome. Was this the bar in Dusk Till Dawn? It's chaos.
I'm 21 years old, and I'm just full of piss and vinegar. I feel this beer being poured over my head, and my first instinct is to punch the motherfucker that's pouring the beer over my head. Well, sure enough, it was her.
So you turned him through?
I turned him through, punched her right in the mouth, and that bouncer was right there.
Oh. Did he tune you up at all?
Yeah. Oh, he dinged me up big time. Got grabbed by the throat, walked my ass out there, kind of kicked the shit out of me a little bit, threw me outside. So,
you know what? That's defensible. That's a defensible one.
What, that because he thought it was just a beer being poured?
You thought some dude's pouring a beer, you assume that to be a dude being that aggressive or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I bet she was like, in her head, she's like, you know what I'm going to go do? Fuck it. Fuck Carrie. I'm going to pour a beer on his head, and then just walloped.
If you had to assume some aggression that you're blind to physically at the moment,
yes,
is coming at you, you would just have to assume you defend yourself like it's a dude. I think it's a very defensible one. I mean, look, I don't think when it was over he was like, sweet. You know what I mean? Like,
looks like that was a twofer. That was I solved two problems in one. Yeah, that's a good,
you got to hear that story play out to realize that I'm not mad at Carrie for this at all.
But Carrie, what happened after you got the shit kicked out of you by the bouncer with you and your ex-wife?
He became a racist, dude. Whatever happens to everybody when they get beat up at a bar by bouncers.
Got it.
You hate Samoans and blacks.
I actually think he was. I think he was a big old white guy. But honestly, I can't.
They would never.
Those pink-skinned Aryans just beating everyone up. How long were you married for her? To her after?
Well, I was married at 19. I was divorced before I was 21.
Okay,
that's Virginia, all right.
Yeah.
Carrie, thanks for the call, buddy.
Marriages. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
You got it.
Keep up the good work.
When we come back from a break, I want to hear this Nikki in Minnesota story, and I'll tell my story. Don't worry, it's coming. It's a good story, though. So maybe the patience, Soder. Patience is what we require here.
Okay.
Because this is the bonfire.
We all know sleep is important. Want to know how to make your sleep great? Come to a Sleep Number store. The only place you'll find the Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology. And right now, you could save $500 on their Memorial Day Special Edition bed with Sleep IQ technology. Sure, Memorial Day was last week, but that's how good the savings are. It continues. So now you have the knowledge to adjust for your best sleep. My Sleep Number setting is 45. I'm going up. Jay's Sleep Number setting is 75.
Hoard.
Because he's hoard. My Sleep IQ score last night was 938. Sleep Number bed. The Sleep Number bed.
1,700,
The Sleep Number bed lets me choose my ideal firmness and change it. And because it adjusts on each side, it's the perfect bed for couples like Jay and Christine. When you add optional Sleep IQ technology, it tracks your sleep so you know how to adjust for your best night's sleep. Whether it's adjusting my sleep number setting, cutting back on caffeine, or just simply exercising more. You know what's working because the Sleep IQ inside the bed tells you. Like I said, my Sleep Number setting is 45. Jay's is 75. And that's the difference. If we were in bed together, we could have both of the ones we wanted. Hurry in now and save $500 on a Memorial Day special edition bed with Sleep IQ technology. You'll only find Sleep Number at a Sleep Number store. No better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting only at any of the 500 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com and be sure to tell them that Dan and Jay sent you.
Okay, hey, this is Rich Voss, the legend. You're listening to the Bonfire, but then again, you know that because you're listening to it. So, I mean, that would be pretty fucking dumb if you didn't know what you're listening to, right? I'll do it again. That stunk.
Don't give up until we're through.
Always big ups to Nick Kotz, my old stepdad, for getting me into ZZ Top when I was 9 years old.
The only one that doesn't have a beard, name Matt Beard.
Oh, odd. But not true.
Isn't that weird? Or Frank Beard. Frank Beard.
What is it, Jacob?
I think it is Frank Beard.
It's Frank Beard.
You're Frank Beard. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson.
You know, Jacob, don't play that. She's going to come over here and two-piece you.
I know. I forgot about the 1-2-1. The old Jacob put him down.
You know what else you forgot, Jacob? You're fucking crossing paths with a man who's got a special called Not Special available for download on ccdirect.com.
Yeah.
And the album is also available
on iTunes.
And don't try to start making the fight on the weekend of June 15th or June 17th because he's going to be at Hilarities in Cleveland, Ohio. So you can go to dansoder.com, get tickets, and you can fly out there and he can beat your ass there if you want.
I almost wish, you know what? I almost kind of wish we were in warm weather. Maybe a place like Jacksonville, Florida, where Big J. Okerson's going to be at the Comedy Zone this Friday and Saturday. Go to bigjcomedy.com for tickets. And
you know where I can be found? We're all going to be at Skankfest. If you want VIP tickets, they're available at creeklic.com. It's a 2-day festival. It takes place at the Creek in the Cave in Queens, New York.
I'm so fucking fired up. The only thing that calms me down would be watching a Ron Bennington Unmasked with Big J. Okerson next Thursday, June 9th, 8 p.m. Request tickets at theinterrobang.com. And then, you know what would really make me happy and not make me want to fight? Watching the premiere of Big J. Okerson's 1-hour special live at Webster Hall, which will be premiering Friday, June 17th at midnight on Comedy Central.
And yo, if you want to get at me,
yeah.
You can follow us at The Bonfire SXM, at The Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and fucking Facebook.
Well, you come after me or Jay. You don't come after our friend Nikki Glazer, whose show Not Safe with Nikki Glazer returns next Tuesday, June 7th.
Oh, and it's that bitch's birthday.
Happy birthday, you beautiful individual. Now, Jacob, you still want to go?
All that being said, what's up?
We've heard about guys hitting girls. Are there girls that hit guys?
I mean, yeah, I told you about a girl chawing me in the mouth earlier.
Yeah, but did she do it with a Midwestern accent?
Oh, no, so we need to hear that. Nikki in Minnesota.
Hey, you guys. Nice to talk to you again.
Nice to talk to you, too.
It's always good to hear back from you.
Excuse my voice. I'm from Minnesota, and I have a cold.
Oh, it's okay. I know what it's like.
I don't know.
It's the warm weather thawing you out. Your throat doesn't know how to react, so it gets all cold.
So, Nikki...
yeah, I just wanted... Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you. I mean, Jay and I know what the call's about, but we want to know what the fuck happened.
Well, it's a story from one of my many dysfunctional relationships.
Okay.
I was 19, went out with my boyfriend, and we were drinking a lot, and we came back to my apartment.
Did his dad come in and fuck you?
Oh, God, if you're...
no.
Oh, thank God. Okay, go ahead.
We don't do that here in Minnesota.
Everyone knows if you're going to fuck someone's dad, you do it in another room. You have the respect to do it with the door shut.
Oh, no, she's right. This is Minnesota. That's called the Virginia plug.
Yeah.
When you get double-ended by a father-son.
No, that's the Tulsa tag team.
Oh, Tulsa. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't you fucking start messing up our thing. So what?
The Oklahoma stuffed cabbage?
We call that a fucking Red River family reunion. So, Nikki, what happens? You go out with your boyfriend. You guys start drinking. You're both 19. You're in a dysfunctional relationship. Then what?
Okay, so we go to my room and we're arguing, and my roommate and her boyfriend are out in the living room, and all of a sudden, I wasn't expecting it, he starts hitting me, punching me full on in the face, and he got probably 3 good ones in, and I started yelling for my friend, and they come running in, and when they walked in, he kind of backed off and seemed he had like this surprised look on his face. So I don't know what he was thinking, but I stood up and I said, "Don't you ever hit me again." And like every other word, I'm punching him right in the face as hard as I can. And I got probably 3 or 4 good ones in, and he kind of staggered over and fell on the bed a little bit. And then just my friend's boyfriend kind of drug him out of the room and took him out of the apartment. The next day he calls me up and he's like, "Thanks for the black eye." So, and of course, because he got a couple good ones in on me, I had matching black eyes. So we both had black eyes. And like I said, it was dysfunctional. So
and we laughed.
Over. Yeah, the next day he comes over and then we fucked all weekend and then I never saw him again.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, what a sweet goodbye. You know, when you love something, punch it in the face and have it punch you in the face and then let it go.
If it punches you in the face back, it was meant to be for one more weekend.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for calling in again, Nikki. And I'm sorry that you got punched in the face. But I love the fact that she was turning into like an Incredible Hulk. He was like,
"Yeah, he looks surprised. Turns out I was exposed to gamma rays when I was a small child, and making me angry turns me into a more powerful green version of myself."
It's like 2 raccoons just 69ing each other with black eyes. They're matching black eyes.
If you're, I mean, that would be fucking. I just don't know how. If I got hit in the face by my girlfriend, first off, punching a girl in the face is just unacceptable. But then
listen. It's unacceptable. It sucks that it happened, and it shouldn't have happened. But the guy swinging on somebody pouring a beer on his head, that's a mistake.
Okay, but I'm talking about Nikki's psycho boyfriend.
No, he fucking boxed her.
Yeah.
End of round 1.
I gotta see Nikki. I wonder if she's like a bigger chick or if she's like a frail little thing or what.
The Letterman scorecard.
I got it. 1 round each. First round going to Nikki's boyfriend. Second round 10-9 Nikki. She landed a lot of power punches.
Well, the wondering's over. Let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. right now for the results.
Max Kellerman in the ring with Nikki. She's like, "Well, you know, I just wanted to hit him right in his face."
I said, "Don't you dare." And I punched with every one.
Every time I said a word, I threw a punch because I knew my wind was coming out of me. So I knew I was better at throwing harder punches.
The next day, he came over and packed me like a sausage.
And then we fucked all weekend.
It was snowing out.
We whacked down a 6er of Schlitz.
And then we put on Slapshot and we fucked all weekend. I love Paul Newman.
I want to hear this story from Jeff in Arizona because this sounds like a fucking John Woo movie. Jeff, you there, buddy? You're on the Bonfire.
What's going on, guys?
This sounds like it's going to be a fun story.
Yeah, is this part of Kill Bill 1?
Yeah.
What happened?
All right. So we're in high school. I'm like a freshman, maybe a sophomore. My buddy's the same age.
Is this in Arizona? This happened in Arizona?
Yeah, in Arizona.
I don't know if, hold on real quick. I don't know if you're starting to see a pattern here, but there's certain states.
Everywhere Dan's been in his life, there's fucking garbage who does terrible shit.
Or you could just say I've done my research and lived in these areas, and I like a Jane Goodall.
You know what, Jeff? I take it all back anyway, because me and Soder are doing a radio show in socks like 2 real jag. Like we're keeping our feet cool so we don't have to hurt later on when we're fucking standing at a Kid Rock concert side stage.
So you go to a party in high school. What part of Arizona?
Mesa.
Beautiful. Right outside.
So it's the party's at my buddy's house, and he's a Mexican, and his sister's Mexican, and they're both like in the gang shit.
Okay, so they're what are they repping? Serrano 13s or Latin Kings?
Yeah, Serrano.
Serrano's 13s are fucking terrifying. If you see a guy wearing a Merino jersey, he's not a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, didn't you almost fuck one's like? Remember the guy called in and said like you were like wasn't that what her boyfriend was?
Her boyfriend. I don't think he was a 13.
Paco.
I don't think Paco was a 13. I think that dude who followed me around the grocery store was.
Oh,
because he had a 13 tattooed on his fucking forearm.
He saw a bitch in your heart.
Well, you know, and he followed me. So you're at a party you're at your friend's house, and they're all like, they're cholos.
I'm the only white guy for miles. It's fucking horrifying.
Gringo.
So
get us a soda.
Hey, güero. You guys want to fight? Hey, my sister's in my sister's in the bathroom putting on the outline of her lips. Should be right out, Holmes.
Hey, is she your friend? Hey, El Blanco.
Hey, Blanco. Where's all the other white bitches at? So You're at your friend's house, and then what happened?
The only white person
So
for
there-
miles.
We're upstairs. Me and my buddy and a couple other guys were upstairs drinking, and we just hear like women screaming and cussing and all kinds of shit. And so we go down the stairs, and he has like a little landing that makes the turn before it goes the rest of the way down the stairs. And we just see his sister like straight out of a movie, like in the middle of a bunch of women, and they're all just taking turns hitting her.
What? It's initiation.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
La vida loca.
She wasn't getting jumped in or anything. I don't know what we still to this day don't really know what the fuck happened. So me and my buddies like looked at each other and jumped over the guardrail or the banister, like down 6 feet or whatever, right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Just started swinging.
Just started fucking throwing haymakers at the girls that were attacking her?
Yep. I knocked out probably 5 or 6 women.
You knocked out 5 or 6 women.
Yep.
Like they dropped completely unconscious.
They were all one-punch chumps.
I imagine, yeah, you're right. It is like a John Woo movie. He's like, ladies, the one thing I'm very good at is beating up women.
Yo, bitches, line up all your soft faces.
Oh, y'all been doing that moisturizing, and I'm about to put you on the ground.
They had her on the ground at one point, and they were stomping the shit out of her. Like, if there would have been a curb around, she would have been biting it.
You're going to have to tape your face back together with clear cell nose strips.
Yeah.
When I'm done with you.
I'm going to make you bitches look like Neil Smith when he played for the Chiefs. You're going to have that fucking nose strip over your thing. So wait, you've personally knocked out 5 women?
And then are you in the gang now? Did they tattoo your eyebrows on?
So what happened? They just started all running out of everywhere? Did they come out of like every hallway?
Oh, like 3 or 4 guys jumped in, and they were on us. And we kind of got jumped a little bit too, but they were just they were younger than we were. But so a couple of their boyfriends jumped in, but there was like 7 or 8 women laid out on the floor by the time it was all done.
Well, all these Mexicans, you were probably 3 feet taller than everyone. You were like Gulliver tearing through that thing.
They were doing the speed bag on my nutsack mostly, but...
Take down his knees, but they're biting his ankle.
Army of Darkness.
I just love that he's I love that he's knocking them
out cold.
So it looked like a slumber party?
Yeah, basically.
That's what you called it? That was the name of the fight night? Like, what happened that night?
I gave
that bitch a slumber party. I knocked out her and 6 of her friends. I just kept punching.
That's fucking crazy, man. Fight a bunch of girls. But yeah, you were trying to save some other girl's life.
I've always wanted to fight. This is going to sound very strange, but I've always wanted to fight an entire kindergarten class.
Oh yeah, that was a great Ron and Fez topic. I remember a couple years ago. I remember that took me. It became such a thing. We talked about it on Legion of Skanks afterwards. Like, how many 8-year-olds would you fight like in a row?
I could fight
like at the same time.
I could fight 2 dozen. All at the same time?
Yeah, they're coming at you like Kill Bill. With the Kill Bill music that was
because they're not going to wait.
The Kill Bill music that we never got the right one for.
Well, I just like this old giddy up music, like I'm riding a donkey up a fucking side of a canyon.
You're out of water, and all you gotta do, and all that's standing between you and water is 2 dozen 8-year-olds.
Turns out, if I want to get my horse any water, I gotta go through a bunch of prepubescent boys. Here's the deal. I'm gonna put a beating on you that your daddies never did. But this time, there's gonna be a purpose behind it, and that's getting my old horse some water. H2O. A nice old drink from that fountain over there. And I'm gonna tear through you and your hairless dicks to get there. I know your balls haven't dropped, but some of your heads are when I knock you the hell out. Call me the stepdad, because I'm going to start ripping through you.
Don't cry, little buckaroo. Fight back. I encourage it.
Yeah, matter of fact, try to bite me. You're just going to piss me off.
That's the only way I can finish. 2 dozen, dude? I don't know.
No, if I'm being honest, 6. Merkface says you can only fight 6.
And he knows special tactics.
Yeah, you know.
No, I was talking about for you guys.
Oh, you know,
not for me.
You're saying 6 men. I could fight 6 8th grade.
Merkface takes out 24 before they know he's in the room. He's like all of a sudden the wall just has eyes open up on it. He's painted the exact color of the wall.
Yeah, I just imagine a fucking sprinkler from the ceiling going off and an alarm, and there's just a bunch of dead kids.
Solid snake Merkface.
Yeah, I think honestly, if I'm being honest, I could fight 10 8-year-olds.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. 10, but I'm telling you, you'll be a little overwhelmed by 10, dude. You got to drop the first 3 with everything you got. You got to even the odds up quick.
If you don't come out when you are on full energy and knock out 3 of them with all your power.
You know, it also depends on the 8-year-old.
Here's would be my strategy, if I could just say it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When I got an 8-year-old close to me, I would grab him, throw a couple punches, and then grab him by the ankle and the wrist and just start using him as a human battering ram.
That sounds like a great idea for a movie fight.
Yeah.
But in reality, I'm telling you that I'm going to uppercut for the fences under their little underdeveloped chins.
Yeah.
And I'm going to literally open them up like a Pez dispenser.
They don't have neck muscles.
The first 3 or 4 are just going to be, they're not going to be right after this fight. The other 6, I'm going to think subdue first. Subdue.
Perfect push.
Subdue. But the 3 ballsiest ones, the mouths, the talkers, they're getting opened up.
Can I tell you what my strategy would be? Heavy knees. I'm taller.
Yeah.
The knees get to them quicker.
You get them all leaking, and then it starts making the ones behind them know that there's fucking trouble up ahead.
Yes.
It's the proverbial head on a stick.
Exactly. So when they start coming in, they already know, like, oh, this big guy's got knees. Let me stay away from those. But now they're giving me distance, which I got reach.
Yeah. They start going back and spreading the word for you. They go, this guy's going all 4 limbs.
Yeah, he's Muay Thai-ing it.
Yeah.
Elbows, knees.
I am light and dark.
So yeah, pump that number up to 10.
It's fucking great. 10?
I don't know. 10. I got 10.
Or if we're going by your theory of fights, I can scoot my full wingspan and just spin around like a hurricane of back fists and 4 fists.
But that's, you know what you do if you can do. I would say I would want to do like what's it called, the dance fighting.
Oh, capoeira.
Capoeira. If I'm doing my capoeira training.
But it'll just be me out there going, banana way, banana way.
Turn that music
banana way.
up.
Turn that music up.
I want to hear the story about this homeless guy.
Oh, yeah.
We can do it.
Yeah, we can. We can do it. You're right. We make the rules. We have to take one more break, though.
Oh, God damn you, Jacob.
I'm sorry. We'll take the last one, then we'll tell the homeless story. Fine. It's going to be fine. We're okay.
Fine.
We're here.
We got through the fight story, but now I want to hear your story.
We're the bonfire.
Goddamn right we are.
And now back to the bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, yeah. It's the bonfire. We're changing clothes. It's gotten very unprofessional in here.
Fucking A, it has.
Dan Soder is about to hang dork for us all.
I'm about to show you my Tommy Johns.
Even though you can't see that, I'm wearing some TJs today, too.
Are you, Dad?
Even though you can't see him dropping trowel in studio. What are your fucking pockets full of everything ever? You can see his 1 hour special, Not Special, which is available for download on ccdirect.com, ccdirect.com. The album version is also available for download on the iTunes. Dan Soder is going to be at Hilarities in Cleveland, Ohio, Wednesday, June 15th through Sunday, June 19th. Go to dansoder.com for tickets. And please get your Skankfest VIP tickets. Please. Lewis is losing his shit.
Go do it just to make Lewis sleep. And then you get to do something even cooler than that. Go home and program your DVRs or just put it in your fucking calendar, man. Because Big J. Oakerson's 1 hour special live at Webster Hall premiering Friday, June 17th at midnight on Comedy Central. If you get tickets to Skankfest, you actually get to go to the viewing party. So make sure you go do that. And then check out Big J this weekend, Friday and Saturday in Jacksonville, Florida at the Comedy Zone, bigjcomedy.com for tickets. And then my favorite thing, obviously the special is my favorite thing, but my second favorite thing is next Thursday night, June 8th at the Stand, Ron Bennington going to be doing an Unmasked Big J.
You don't have to list your favorites. You can just say it's all fun stuff.
Well, dude, I'm fucking super excited for
I'm excited. That's a big deal for
That's
me.
Gonna be
I couldn't believe he asked me to do it.
I already know where I'm
honored. Obviously, Ron Bennington is not only a friend, but somebody I look up to so much in radio.
I already know where I'm going to watch
and just being funny. And make sure you follow us at The Bonfire SXM, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Christine, keep those fingers busy. We were going to tell my story. We're going to hold off on my story, I think.
Dude, you get to go on the fucking Stern wrap-up show.
Yeah, it's a big deal for me, too. Good call, Christine. I'm going on. I'm a huge Howard Stern fan. Anyone who listens to this should know that. Huge Howard Stern fan, and I'm getting a chance. I'm going to be doing the wrap-up show with John Hine and Gary Delabate Monday, the 6th. I'm very, very excited to just be on the network over there at all. That's a...
Tell me what it's like.
I said Dice Clay doesn't know who I am, which is still funny to me, but he's the reason I thought I should, at least a comedian who made me think it would be fun to do comedy.
Yeah.
And Howard Stern's like the guy, it's the background of my day, always. You come over to my house, it's what's on in the background.
You're always listening to, whenever you're in the shower, it's funny, you could always hear just you listening to stuff.
Yeah, I just have it on while I take a shower. But, yes, I'm doing the wrap-up show with Gary and John. It's going to be really exciting. I'm super excited about that. A lot of fun things happening. I'm going to hold off on my story, my homeless guy cop story.
Okay.
Because it's a good one. It's going to spark up a whole lot of conversation, and we only have about 6 minutes. But in that 6 minutes, Stan,
yes.
Now that you're fully changed, wearing jeans, feeling even cooler.
I'm feeling so cool because you can't see my skinny knees.
I think we have some debaters. There's some debaters/haters on the phone.
Oh, saying I can't fuck up 10 8-year-olds?
Well, they didn't say that. Actually, Taylor in Indiana we'll talk to first says that he'll tell you exactly how many of them you could fight off. Taylor, you're on the Bonfire.
Hey, what's up, guys? Love the show.
Thank you, man.
So, I teach second grade. I have 26 second graders in my class, all 8 years old. Easily 2 dozen.
You're saying easily 2 dozen?
Easily. I'm 6'1", about 225.
All right,
I'm
big boy.
Big guy for an elementary school, teacher. But I'll tell you what, if anything ever happened, I could knock them all out.
Hypothetically, let's just say there is
it goes Lord of the Flies out there,
or a mystery disease where they all become possessed and they're evil. You're saying you're fucking clearing the room of 2 dozen of them?
I'm clearing the room of 2 dozen of them.
Wow,
they go down pretty quick.
You know what I love the thought of? I love the thought that tomorrow when you're taking attendance, you're just like, I'd knock him out. I knock him out.
The greatest thing is today was our last day of school, so I don't have to see him again.
Oh, that's why you're calling in. You're like,
they're gonna
exactly, yeah.
I would fight Chad, Sebastian. What a pretentious name, Sebastian. I would fuck that kid up so hard.
I'll tell you this, Tucker ever fucking came at me, I'd just boot him right in the head.
Taylor, let's keep you on the line here, and we can take 2 calls at once. Let's throw Will on here, because Will from Vancouver, you there, Will?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Will, Taylor, you're still on the line there? Will from Vancouver says he used to coach karate, and what do you say, Will?
I say good luck with 2 dozen. I have 15 kids in my class. They're all from the age of 5 to 10 for the kids' class.
Mm-hmm. That's prime fighting. That's prime fighting.
That's right in the wheelhouse.
We do this thing where at the end of the class, once in a while, we'll do fight the instructor. So they all put their sparring gear on. I'm sorry, but these fuckers learn how to do tandem gymnastics. They climb up here. I'm 6'2", 180, and I've been fighting for Team Canada since I was 14. I'm 28 now. These guys sit there, and they'll climb up each other. They get to your arms. They make sure you don't move, and they don't stop.
That's crazy.
They get around you.
They king rat you.
How about this? How about we have Taylor, we fly you out to Vancouver, and you can fight Will's karate class of 5 to 10-year-olds.
But here's the thing. I think Taylor and Will are talking about different breeds of children. Taylor's second grade class.
Well, Will's talking about Canadian badasses.
Yeah, well, he's talking about that's how Wolverine was made. I'll walk into fucking Taylor's classroom in Indiana, rip off my shirt, tape up my hands, and go to town. I'm in Will's dojo. I'm bowing to those kids.
Oh, it's gonna be great. The first time you go, well, let me start with the knees. Like I said, you throw a knee, and the first kid blocks your knee, and you're like, oh shit, I'm fucked.
Yeah, and he goes, is that what you're bringing?
Yeah. Are you throwing knees, eh?
We got a real hoser throwing his knees up here. And you're like, you son of a bitch.
You must be from the lower 48.
Well, we're going to show you what we do to guys like you up here. Meanwhile, fucking Taylor's class has no idea. I'm just cleaning it with fucking haymakers.
They just practice karate all day because their television has to be like 70% Canadian content. Nobody wants to watch that.
No, I'd rather kick a board. I'd rather fucking break my foot kicking a board.
So you can fight your way through the border and get to America.
I got to get to original programming I want to see.
I'll pay for my own health care, eh? I just want to watch a show the day it comes out.
Oh, my God. Why do I have to have a retread? People in the States are watching this 9 months ago.
They call it the Comedy Central, the Comedy Network here. It's ridiculous.
That's too bland.
I'm a mile away from the border.
Well, thanks both guys. Thank you both the guys for calling in.
Will and Taylor, thank you guys both. The debate's still up in the air. Will, I keep teaching these fucking kids how to kick ass. And Taylor, next year, last day of school, just challenge them all to meet you in the woods or something.
Yeah, be like, hey, everybody, keep your books on your desk because I'm about to teach you a life lesson outside in the parking lot.
Tell them you're having a kegger in the woods and then just go fuck all their worlds up.
Yeah. Guys, do you guys want to go tell ghost stories in the woods?
Yeah, Mr. Taylor's taking us out to the woods.
Yeah, why is Mr.
Hey, don't even tell your parents about this one, kid. This one's on me.
Guys, why is Mr. Taylor doing a Muay Thai roll with his wrists?
You look across the park and you see he's doing the Patrick Swayze Tai Chi from Roadhouse in the beginning.
What's Mr. Taylor doing over there?
He's training.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you.
What a fucking, I'm sorry for everyone we didn't get to on the phone. It took a lot of fun. We made it phone call heavy, though.
Phone call heavy, and you know what? We're going to be back next week. We got the trial. We got the story. Got a lot of shit
I like
going
throwing
on.
the plugs in the middle because now we don't have to do it now at all.
And now it doesn't feel rushed.
We don't even have to do it. We say goodbye.
Well, I'm going to plug your special because it's premiering June 17th, midnight.
You know what?
Comedy
I say we're not going to plug anything, but just last thing. Go see Dan at Hilarities.
And also, just go to Jackson. If you're in Jacksonville,
Jacksonville's this week. I'm in Florida twice in 2 weeks. I do Jacksonville this week. I do Miami next week. So
you're South Florida, Jay.
Florida folks, please come out and check it out. And campers, please come out. I love when you guys come out, man. So they love the show, man. It's amazing how much religion it becomes. I do love that, and we love you guys. And we will catch y'all's on Monday
for the trial of the century on Monday.
Gong gong. It's the Bonfire.